There's a new way to see part of the Tahoe National Forest.
Yeah, Dina Kupfer joins us with more on the decision to allow pedal assist e-bikes on certain trails. What's going on, Dina?
Yes, good morning to all of you. Okay, so this is the big key here, pedal assist e-bike. So you still have to do a little manpower to get up these mountains. It's not like you have a throttle and you can just gas it. That's the difference. So this morning we are talking to Eli Ilano, who is the supervisor with the Tahoe National Forest. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, so this is a big deal. The first trail system in the Pacific Southwest to allow e-bikes, and there's a 35-mile stretch of trails that is now accessible to e-bikers in Tahoe. What was behind the reasoning to allow these bikes on these trails?
Yeah, so e-bikes have been becoming more and more popular over the last 5 years, and we decided to try and look into how to make that opportunity fit with the National Forest. We looked at a number of different trails across the forest. We even did a pilot program a couple of years ago where we had e-bikes on forest trails across the forest. And what we found was there was no increase in environmental impact to the trails, and there was no increase in conflicts on the trails. The folks riding e-bikes were respectful, and in general, they're riding a little bit slower, actually, than regular mountain bikers. And that's due to a number of factors. So we decided to go through a formal process and designate 4 trails around the Truckee area, which total about 35 miles, as an opportunity for folks to use e-bikes.
Okay, so I personally am a mountain biker turned e-biker, and I know from myself, it really gives me access to the same trails as my husband, right? Because he's a little bit stronger on the bike, and now I get to keep up with him when I'm on my e-bike. So who are you primarily seeing is going to have better access to trails with the accessibility of an e-bike versus the regular mountain bike?
Yeah, it's a great question. So what we've seen so far is that families are coming out with different skill levels. So kids, parents, or just couples that the folks might have different skill levels. They're all able to keep up because on a class 1 e-bike, you can get different levels of assist. So if you are a little bit out of shape, perhaps you have that COVID-15 that you're trying to work off, you can add a little bit more assist. If you're feeling pretty fit, you can either go to a lower level assist or have no assist at all, or ride a regular conventional mountain bike, and everybody can kind of keep up. And the other thing is duration, right? People who can stay out on the trail for the same length of time. Also, we're seeing folks in a sort of older age category that are now able to return to the forest who perhaps had some health issues or some injuries. They can return to the forest and enjoy that trail system and enjoy the forest.
Yes, and I know as a mountain biker, I know that there are going to be some quote unquote haters out there. We just have to admit that there's going to be some people who are skeptical that now the trails will be more crowded, that this could be a little bit challenging with more people having access. But you said when you tried this before, there were 0 complaints of that, right?
That's right. We haven't had any conflicts between trail users with class 1 e-bike users. I think, like any user or recreationist, 95 to 99% of the folks that are coming out are responsible, they're respectful. I'm sure at some point there's going to be the 1% that may misbehave, but overall, the users are all the users of the trails are very respectful, and we want to keep it that way so that everybody can have a good time.
Yes, and of course, enjoy the views of Tahoe. All right, Eli Ilano, thank you so much for your time this morning. I know you're off to another conference, and so thank you so much for joining us. And we're going to have much more information about the e-bikes, where you can use them up in the Tahoe region on our website, gooddaysacramento.com. Thank you, Eli.
Thanks a lot.
Right
Back
on.
to you guys.
Thanks, Dina.